saw Rebecca looking cute, so I was like, oh boy, I gotta step up my game.
You're right. The lipstick saved you.
Yeah, Addie and I
Now,
didn't in prior you, but Rebecca
but I'm looking
did.
at my shiny AF forehead, and I'm like, oh boy, now I gotta get a powder puff and puff my face so I don't look so crazy. Don't look at my background. Well,
Gosh.
that did nothing for me, but all right.
Actually, Jerry, genuinely, I think that helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did help, Jeri. Not that anything was wrong,
Right.
but
I thought you were
Yeah.
just
I know
trying.
I was perfect before, but even more so.
All right. Welcome, ladies. This is episode 6 and our season finale of Tea Time with the Ladies.
season finale.
Did I not tell you that?
No,
Oh,
Carla just shows up to these things.
I'm in the group chats.
You're
sure.
not group chat with me and Addie.
Exactly.
Yes, this will be a season finale. We're gonna take a break for the summer while Aaron's off on a break from school. So we're gonna hang out more and also get more video stuff. And then we'll be back in the fall. Jerry and Carla and Rebecca, please introduce yourselves.
Okay, my name's Jeri, and previously I was in Philadelphia, but now I am officially in Arizona, so my background is a mess. Next time you see me, it will be so beautiful.
I'm Carla, and I've been listening to the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack all day today.
All right,
Well,
what's your favorite song from Phantom?
learn to be lonely
No.
from the movie.
All I ask of you, reprise when Phantom gets mad.
All right, good choice. Rebecca.
I'm Rebecca. I'm currently surrounded by at least 12 guitars, and I don't know how to play.
Oh, wow.
And on my couch, there's just two right here. So
I knew you guys had a lot. I guess I never realized how many
yeah,
you guys
there's
had.
more over on that side of the room too. And I'm sure more upstairs.
You know what? Our mom got us a guitar one time for Christmas. Literally, nobody played. I don't know why she did that, actually.
She really wanted us to learn.
Like, why did she do that, though?
You and AJ played. AJ like actually tried to learn, and you were like, "Guys, look, I'm
That's
like
true.
Taylor Swift," and you went, "La la." This song's called La La.
Gary, you
Do-
forgot you do play the guitar.
You know what? You guys can never get on my level.
Today's episode is called Everyone Should Know These Classics. So it's just going to be like children's classic stories. I'm mainly doing like children's books and movies. I want to also have a disclaimer. I'm not just doing like Disney movies because I feel like that's a whole other category.
I'm going to be completely transparent. I'm really nervous going up against the Jacksons on this. So.
As you should be. Just kidding.
Honestly, Rebecca slash Shalise Millet, because your name still says Shalise on it. I enter these only for the comedy and never for the competition.
Yeah.
You get really mad over character points.
You know what? That is the only
I'm
thing.
only here to beat Jeri in character points.
I give myself character points all day long.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I need to be better at giving character points, and then I forget, and then Jerry's like, I deserve a character point for that. And I'm like, oh yeah, you do actually. Let me write that down. I should see when this becomes like a bigger production, I'd like, Aaron to be behind the camera and he can like give out the character points. Although no, I take that back. He'll be
That's
really
true.
stingy.
Yeah,
Someone
Aaron's gonna
else.
be like, nobody deserves character points ever.
Give
I love you,
himself
Aaron, I
character
promise.
points.
I'm doing
He'll
such
go
a
into a
great
long
job.
speech about like what dictates a character point and like, no, that's not enough. And like you have to understand, like, yeah, you go into a
You
long
don't know
thing.
what a character point is.
Truly. I love you, Aaron, I promise. All right, this first game is called In the Beginning.
Rebecca, get your hand on the reaction button.
I'm sweating.
In the beginning. So, can you guess the movie based on the first line? First one. Our world was much larger than the forest went on forever. We tree spirits nurtured the harmony of all living things.
Keep going.
That's all I got.
No.
I read, in fact, I was supposed to only read the first sentence and I accidentally went on to the second just in case you needed more. Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah, read it again.
Yes.
Our world was much larger than the forest went on forever. We tree spirits nurtured the harmony of all living things. Carla.
Is it Fern Gully?
It is Fern Gully. Good job.
Carla, that was totally what I was gonna say.
That was awesome.
Should have said it then.
Should have said it then.
Great start. Great start. Are we ready for the second one? Everyone is born, but not everyone is born the same. Some will grow to be butchers or bakers or candlestick makers. Some will only be really good at making Jell-O salad. I'm sure you've all seen
Because
this.
they're all right there.
Wait, what in the world is this movie?
Rebecca, whatever's coming to your brain, just say it.
Matilda was coming to my brain, and I know that's not it. Unless it is, that'd be crazy.
Jeri?
Matilda?
It is Matilda.
No!
Only Matilda. Danny DeVito says it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Elise Rebecca Millett, you almost had it.
That's
I was
cool.
like, Jeri, I can't technically give the point. She's not raising her hand.
See that my face is the same color as my dress now? With rage.
Charlize Rebecca Millett, you almost had it.
I did have it.
Well, did you?
Points under Jerry's name. I don't know.
You
That's
know
nice.
what? I split my point with you. Addie, give her a half.
That's so nice.
Split my point with her.
For that.
Okay.
And then give me a character point for being so nice.
Fine. 0.5. You know what? Jeri, that was nice of you. That was classy. Classy point.
Classy point. Do a little classy point.
I have class and you don't. That's what I should do. All right, are you ready for the next one? Carla.
Parent Trap.
Okay, well, that's not the first line, but yes,
I
you're
know, I'm
right.
kidding.
Okay, character point. You got that.
Congratulations.
All right, next one. Once upon a time, there was a king named William who ruled a large and mighty kingdom. And yet he was sad, for he was growing old and had no child to inherit the throne.
Scared. I'm scared.
You were right. Yes.
I know. That's the only reason I raised my hand because I was right last time. I want to say Sleeping Beauty for some reason.
No.
Dang it.
I'll give you a hint. It's not Disney. This one is not Disney.
I have no idea.
Oh,
What's on your brain, Rebecca? You say it.
no. I just didn't hear the growing old part the first time.
In this movie, the king is old.
Trying to think of a not Disney movie with a king in it, besides like Lord of the Rings, but
All right, another hint. This is animated.
Well, I guess that.
well, great.
Carla was thinking Lord of the Rings, so I just want to make
No,
that
I
clear.
said besides
I was
Lord of the
always
Rings
thinking all
that
Lord of-
has
Yeah,
a king.
Carla's always thinking like a little thought
Hey,
bubble.
I'm
and it's
sorry.
like,
I have passions. Excuse you. My
She just like
goodness.
gets in her car to go to work and she's like, I'm on my way to Mordor.
Carla's
A
like,
woman can't have hobbies
Carla's
nowadays.
mantras.
Wow.
all right, well, do you guys want to know the answer?
Yes.
It's Swan Princess.
Oh,
That's all right, though. We
Darn
got
it.
3 more. How are we feeling?
Bad.
good.
Not well.
Next one. Once upon this same earth, beneath the same sun, long before you, before the ape and the elephant as well, before the wolf, the bison, the whale, before the mammoth and the mastodon, in the time of the dinosaurs. Jeri.
This dinosaur?
No. That's a good one. Carla.
Land Before Time.
Yeah, good job. Carla's taking the lead by
Not
not a
We'll see how
lot.
long it lasts.
You're taking the lead by 1.5.
Yeah.
So stressed right now. I'm gonna give birth on this Zoom call.
All right, next one. I have high hopes for this next one. All right. I'm not doing the voice, but I'm tempted to. If you guys don't get it, I'll do the voice.
Please.
Hello, welcome to Paris, city of love. Who am I? I am Jacquimo. Carla.
Thumbelina.
Oh, it's so
I was like,
good.
I am Jacquimo, the wallow extraordinaire and lover of beautiful things.
Which, you know what? Lame that Carla even got that because we asked her literally yesterday or the day before to sing one line from any song from that movie.
You didn't
and
ask for
not
one
even-
line. You wanted me
Yes,
to
we
recite the
did.
entire song.
And she could not even manage like
You
a
wanted
bar.
me to recite the
Jeri,
entire
that's
song.
What's so funny, because I was just thinking that. I was like, it's ironic that
So
Carla's
was I.
raising her hand first because she was like, let me take you above the trees. And we're like, that's not the
not what
line.
I said.
I love you
That's
now
not-
today.
You guys did not want me to recite a single line. You wanted me to recite the entire song from memory. And sorry, I couldn't. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, you got the point,
Wow.
so I guess that makes
I
up
got
for
the
it.
point.
You got
Yes.
the point. Wow.
All right, but Carla, you're getting a trashy point for being so rude.
That would just even up my character point. That's fine.
So you're at net 0.
Yes.
All right, last one for this segment. Itchy, a few more degrees to the left. Now tap. No, your other left. That's it. Keep coming, keep coming. You're almost through. Itchy, what is it? Are you okay?
What in the heck
The
are you-
conversation. I know.
Did you say Itchy?
Itchy.
That's the character's name. I don't think I've seen this one.
I'm sure you have. Aaron told me you have. Jeri,
Is it that movie called like Osmosis Jones or something?
no. I should have done that. Dang, that's not even in this one. That's a good one. Actually, I hate that movie, but that's a good like one for trivia. It scares me. Like the diseases are like fighting the cells and stuff. I hate it.
Oddly enough, I think about that movie like once a month.
Why?
I don't know, it traumatized me.
Okay,
I
same.
don't think I've ever seen it.
Good, don't.
Well, it will traumatize you. So
I don't plan to.
It's free on YouTube, like all the time.
really,
Yeah,
guess what I'm not doing today,
watching it on YouTube for free with ads.
or on TikTok, 75 parts.
Hold on, babe. I'm on part 50 of Osmosis Jones. Please wait. All right. My only other hint, is it Don Bluth? This is a Don Bluth movie.
Who in the world is that?
Okay, I'm not the only one who has no idea.
Oh my gosh. All right. This is Carla?
Is it like American Tail or something?
No, but I'm gonna say you're the closest, but you don't get the point. This is All
Okay.
Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh,
Itchy.
I love that movie.
Okay.
I told you.
I haven't seen it in so long though.
Also free on YouTube.
That had to be pulled from my deep crevices of my cerebellum.
That is baloney because you used to sing
The
all the time.
osmosis Jones in my body was like screaming to find the memory.
Osmosis is like, come on, guys.
Let's find this memory.
All right. Well, that was the end of that round. How are we feeling?
Not great. That was really bad.
That was
Yeah, that
rough.
was
Banging.
rough for everyone.
That was rough.
Well,
rough.
hopefully number 2 goes better. Are we ready for the next game?
Oh yeah.
Let's do
All
it.
right. This game is called Plot Points. I'm going to describe a classic children's book. The first one to tell me which book I'm referring to gets the point.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you're describing the book, like
Yes.
what happens in the book or whatever? Okay, cool.
A book or book series. I'll be clear on that.
A
Trust-
boy takes a ring to Mordor.
I'm trying to like rap.
Addie's like, okay, let me scratch that one out.
Okay, number 1. This series follows an energetic and spunky young girl as she learns how to navigate Carla.
Gina B. Jones.
It is Judy B. Jones. Wow. That's
What in
great.
the world?
How did you get that?
So you said it was a spunky young girl. And
Yeah, you're right.
yes.
I didn't think
Yeah.
anyone would get it until I gave the whole
Cool.
clue. How to navigate the ups and downs of elementary school is what I was going to say.
Carla was reading it last night, probably.
Carla was like, that's literally like fresh on my mind.
I was just reading it before this. So
Jerry, I gave you every single copy of Gina B. Jones that I owned. Okay.
my name was like written in almost every single one of them.
That's
I'm not
true.
surprised. I think I inherited them from you and then gave them back.
No, I think all 3 of our names are written on all of our children's books. We all
Yeah.
tried to claim them and we
In
all
one
wrote our
of
names.
in one of the copies, it says my name, and then it says, like, if I lost it, it says brother, and then it says A.G. Jackson, and then his like teacher's name and the room number, and then it says sister Addie Jackson, and then room number, and blah, blah. Like,
You
as if I lost it.
you wanted that book
You loved
so
that
bad.
one.
You're like,
So
I
bad.
will go to the ends of the earth, like Frodo went to Mordor. All right. Next one. This mischievous boy is sent to bed without supper and feeling misunderstood, he decides to sail away. Jerry?
Where the wild things are.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you like that one a lot?
No, I don't really like that book actually.
Oh, wild. Great. Good for you. You got that so fast.
I don't know. It's kind of like weird.
It was kind of odd. Aaron said I'd love the movie, but that is yet to be seen.
It's also weird.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I haven't seen it, but just like just looking at it, I'm like, no, I'm
Wow.
like, pass.
Jerry, have you ever seen this is a really cool movie called Beauty and the Beast about like looks and not judging a book by its cover?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it.
He was so
Not for
ugly.
you. Not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
All right. Next one. Over the course of a week, our main character can't help but constantly eat. He eats so much that he eventually gets a stomach ache, and then Jerry?
The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Yes. Good job.
Yeah, buddy.
I was gonna read a bunch of children's books to prepare.
Yeah, didn't you just have like a baby shower with like 8 million different books or something?
Yes, this is really embarrassing for me. Yes, thank you for putting that out.
That's part of the reason I chose this. I was like, it'll be fresh on Rebecca's mind.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. You also have pregnancy brain, so it's okay. I'll give you a pregnant point. You're the only pregnant one here. I think.
The amount of times my brain truly just stops working in the middle of, I'll be on a business call, and in the middle of a sentence, I'll be like, I'm sorry, I honestly just forgot what I was saying. I don't even know.
Well, it's a good thing your employers are your parents. They're not going to fire you.
I would otherwise be fired for sure.
All right. Next one. We've got two more. This book features two main characters, one who is pleading for the other to try a dish he has never had before.
I know this
Rebecca.
one. It's green eggs and ham.
It is Green Eggs and Ham. Rebecca, your first full point.
My first point. Don't tell my kid.
Great job. Well, she can probably hear you.
She probably feels the anxiety that I'm feeling right now.
You're going to go into premature labor. Oh my gosh. That'll
That's what I
send me to a spiral. Holy cow.
Over like a not important
Over children's books.
area. It's like if you did, they're like, oh my gosh, were you on The Price is Right? No.
But we got 50 views that day.
Good clickbait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be good clickbait.
Premature labor during trivia.
I get the most views I ever got. Rebecca, then you would set me up for life.
do. Then it wouldn't even matter that I didn't win.
Exactly. Not that I have any guesses for who's going to win, but
But we all have a guess who's gonna lose.
yes.
Anything can happen.
Jerry, the way you said that reminds me of this. Who am I, Jerry? Anything is possible if you
I-
just believe. Exactly what you sounded like. All right, last one. A circus needs help reaching their destination, but every character they ask for, Carla.
The little train who could.
Good job.
What's the name?
Wow, that sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah, the little engine, but I'll give it to you. It's close enough. Yeah. Dang, that was good. I didn't even get through my first sentence. All right. Yeah, this was much better than the last segment. Great job, guys. All right, I'm very excited because for this last one, I get to share my screen with you, which I had not
Ooh.
done in a while, so I'm very excited. Tell me when you guys can see my screen.
Do I get points if I see it first?
Maybe. All right, I'm going to stop recording for a second just because I have to re-record on here. Hold on.
Everybody do funny stuff while it's not recording. Rebecca, Shalice Rebecca, go into labor while it's not recording.
60 slides.
No, like, yes, but that's like my whole project. You're only going to be shown
Okay.
like 5.
She's like, I'm holding you hostage for the rest of the night.
Yeah, and myself hostage. I got a Hillshire Farms in the fridge waiting for me, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a picture. The first one to tell me what's wrong with it gets the point. That easy. All right.
Oh, wait. I know what it is, but I can't get my. I don't know if my hand is being raised.
It's not. Oh, there you are, Rebecca.
That was so hard. I'm pretty sure it's called the rainbow fish.
Rebecca, you were correct. That
Wow.
was amazing.
It's hard because I have to have my thing up to be able to raise my hand, and it was covering that spot
Oh.
exactly.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really I was nervous because I was like, no one's gonna get these. These are gonna be too hard. And Aaron was like, nah, it'll be good for him. So,
Really? Are you kidding me? Aaron does not know what's good for me.
well, I don't know. Rebecca killed that.
True.
But
Why did you laugh like a witch? Holy Kaiser.
Watch me laugh at your jokes again. My gosh.
oh,
You will
burn,
laugh at
Carla.
every
I'm
joke
giving
I
you a
make
character
for the rest
point.
of my life because you know I'm so funny.
I will see.
All right,
Okay.
ready for the next one? All right, here we go.
Oh, wait. I'm nervous.
Rebecca,
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure there's a glass of milk on this cover somewhere.
incorrect.
Dang it!
Anyone else want to give it a try? Carla,
Is there like a crayon missing?
no. I think this one is too hard. I'm so sorry. Do we need the answer?
No,
I think he's holding something.
No.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it goes.
There's too much blank space right there. Where the paper kind of cuts off with the green space next to his hand.
No. But Rebecca,
I
what
think
were
it's in
you
the
gonna
top
say?
left corner.
Yeah.
Carla.
Wait, I was saying that.
Oh,
Hey, Shalice Rebecca, go ahead.
I know that one was mean.
Give it to Shalice Rebecca because she was
I see.
saying
All
that.
right, I'll give it
It's
to
okay.
Shalice
I
Rebecca.
said there was a cookie missing, and I was gonna say in that corner.
We'll go 0.5 again, which
I
means
didn't
Rebecca,
know-
you
No,
have
give
a
it to
full
Shalice
point.
Rebecca.
I didn't know that that you had moved the cookie. That got me.
Yeah, we're going 0.5. You guys each got half a point. All right, next one.
Oh, there's so much going on in
Jerry.
this one.
I think the towel with the ducks on it is supposed to be yellow.
Jerry, that was
Ah,
excellent.
that was really good.
I was so nervous about that one too. I was like, no one's gonna get that.
I think I just have that color scheme on lock.
Now, I literally said to Erin, I was like, I think Jerry's gonna get this one because she is the only person I know who loves this book.
Yeah, I do love that. Every time I'm not kidding you, every time I read this book, I cry like three-fourths of the way in. I can't even read the last few pages. I'm like, like
I,
I literally can't even say the words.
I've never read this book.
At least Rebecca, if my kids were not sleeping, I would go in their room and get the book and I'd read it to you right
Oh
now.
my gosh, I would love that. I make people read me stories all the
Jerry will send you a video of her reading
time.
it.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
And then I'll be choking up by the end. But you know, the funny thing is, like when I was a little kid, my mom would read this, and one time she was reading it and she was choking up at the end. She's like, "Some," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, can this woman like get herself under control? Like, what is wrong with her?" And she was like, "Someday you'll understand when you have kids." And I was like,
Aw.
"Yeah, right. Okay, what is wrong with you?" And then suddenly I had kids, and now I'm like a weepy weirdo. And then Bia was like the other day, I was literally reading this to her like in Philly, and I was like, "Whoa," and she was like, "Okay, what's wrong with you?" And then I was like, "This is like the eighth time I've read it." And she's like, "You cry every time you read this." And I was like, "Someday you'll have kids and you'll understand. Grandma told me that too."
And so the cycle continues.
But the cycle, which is literally what this book is about.
Dude, mom never read me this book. Probably because I thought it was boring as a kid. I was like, why is mom getting weepy?
If she doesn't love you forever.
What did mom read me? Mom read me like If You Give a Pig a Pancake.
Well, that's your favorite book ever,
It is
so
my
Mom's like, "Jerry, come here. I'll read you Love You Forever. If you're at it, pancake."
I had to beg mom to read me books. I'd be like, Mom, can you read me a story
She's
today?
like,
She's like,
"No,
pick out a
sorry."
short one.
What an evolution. That's all.
No, really,
Like,
like I once I started like reading on my own, mom stopped.
Yeah.
I ask my husband to read me a story almost every night.
Aw.
He doesn't, but I ask him.
like, heck no.
All right, next one.
I hate this book.
I think there's not supposed to be that other apple on the ground.
Jerry,
Jerry, yeah.
you
All
are
right.
correct. Great job. That was a good one. I also was like, Jerry loved this book. I am sure she's gonna get this.
Oh, I'm sorry I said I hated it then.
Yeah, I don't like you anymore,
No,
Shalice Rebecca,
it's
because
so
you didn't like
bad.
a book that I liked at childhood.
The little boy sucks.
Yeah, the little boy really does suck. I think I really liked this when I was a kid. Actually, now reading it like as an adult, I was like, "Ew, WTF, little boy, what is wrong with you?"
Yeah, for real. Like
Self.
good, it's a good book, but I only like it until like once the trunk gets cut off, I'm like, I think I'm done.
Honestly, even the beginning, I'm like, "Yikes."
You know what? And probably he never learned how to like be a responsible adult because of this darn Gibby tree.
He was like, you need a house? I know a guy. All right, next one.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm just making things up in my head.
Jerry?
Is the F on Freeman wrong?
No.
That
Rebecca.
F looks janky.
Okay, this is probably crazy and it's probably wrong, but I feel like there's a line under corduroy.
No.
Dang it, what am I thinking of?
This one is Erin's favorite. This one's so stupid.
You give it the award that it didn't earn or something.
I did.
It's hilarious. Wait, that's so funny.
Stupid.
I had to find a different book with the award, and then I put it over. Corduroy never won the award.
I've never read Corduroy.
What?
No, I
Oh,
never.
once again, Mom never read books to her family.
That's true. I guess we shouldn't be shocked. You were deprived.
Carla, do I need to come read you bedtime stories to make up for your
Sure.
childhood losses? Yeah.
You're reading her freaking Goodnight Gorilla.
I'll hand you Lord of the Rings. Say, hey, read me this.
Heck no, I ain't reading Lord of the Rings to you. I'm gonna read you some childhood bedtime stories.
The Hobbit is a child's book. It's a children's story,
Okay.
technically.
And at what
When-
age did you read it for the first time?
When I was in elementary school.
Okay, what age was that, Carla?
A child.
What was your
11.
age? Okay, yeah, exactly. You were in
It's a
the double
children's book.
digits. You were in the double digits. You were fine.
Whatever.
I'll bring
I was in-
you. I'll bring you some books that I have here. I'm gonna start coming to the house and reading a book to you every night. I'll tuck you in and give you a
Okay.
glass of milk.
It'll be Love You Forever, and Jerry will cry.
Yeah, and I'll cry on your sheets while I read it.
Okay. I'll
Ugh.
start laughing at your jokes again, Jerry.
I saw you laugh a few times. I was watching in the monitor.
Yeah, and then I stopped when I noticed. Okay, thank you.
All right. I think there's one more. Are we ready?
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh, I love this book. I know what
Rebecca.
I'm almost positive there's another set of colors of hats. There's 4 more hats. I think they're yellow or something or orange.
Incorrect.
No, you're lying to
I'm
me.
not lying. This is incorrect.
That's crazy because I just saw this book in a Little Free Library and I thought the same thing. I thought there were yellow hats on the front.
You know what's crazy? I also thought that until I looked up the book.
Now, why is my man in a tree?
Have you read the book?
You know, Aaron should be him for Halloween.
No, like I was actually looking at that and I was like, that kind of looks like Aaron.
You and Arthur as monkeys
Wearing
and
caps.
Aaron as the guy, and you guys take a picture like this.
That's actually so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get him in
I'll
a
make him
tree.
climb a tree and I'll get Arthur to peek around a corner.
I have a screenshot of this cover on in my pictures on my phone.
That
Like
would be cheating.
very recently, and I'm fighting so hard to not look at it right now.
Thank you for not.
Is the font different or something?
Jeri, you got it.
My gosh,
That was excellent. Do you see the difference there?
where are the
Yes,
yellow
yes.
hats? I know they're there.
No yellow.
So disappointed though, to be honest.
You know, you did really good. You mustered up a whole 3 points.
And you know
Wow.
what? For you having a baby shower that was book themed, you know what? 3 points is just 3 points.
Better than 0. And actually, you got 3 because you got 2 half points.
Look at that.
So Rebecca came in third with 3 points and 1 character point. It looks like, oh, Jeri and Carla, you guys were very close. Second place is Jeri with 5.5 points, and Carla in first with 6.5 points.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
she more than doubled my points.
Only technically.
You know what, Carla? For never having read children's books because your mother neglected you as a child, you did it.
Carla, what was
Huh?
the first book you learned how to read?
Are You My Mother? And Addie taught me to read it.
Yeah, mom was out of the picture and I stepped in and took a role. I assumed role of mother.
You
I
know,
was like, mom will
Addie
not
taught me
teach
to
Carla.
Addie really taught me to read, and Addie's best friend Madison taught me to tie my shoes.
Did she
Oh.
really?
Where is
Yeah.
your
Where was
mom?
mom?
Go get her and ask her these questions.
Actually,
Mom!
is she home? Yes.
Yeah, she said she's bookkeeping.
Again, too busy to be with her daughter yet again.
Mom, it's important.
Your child is growing up and you're not around.
What?
Mom, Jeri has a question for you.
Mom, where were you when Carla was growing up? Because we just learned that you never even taught her how to read or to tie her shoes.
Because Addie taught me to read and Madison taught me to tie my shoes. The
Well,
first
I was just referencing a lovely story about how you read me
It was
You
a sweet
Forever.
memory.
How I read
love you forever.
Okay.
Do you know that book?
Yeah, I do know that's
What does the cover look like?
is blue and it has the little guy playing with the toilet paper.
But what color are the towels?
Are you kidding? White.
No, because that was one of the questions for trivia.
Yeah.
What color are they, Carla? Yellow.
Good job.
Yellow and white. And the kid is sitting and he's going like this and he's holding the toilet paper.
You know, I was referencing this story about how you used to read this to me and then you would cry at the end.
Right? And Carla doesn't remember that?
Well, no, I was just saying that you would always cry at the end and then you would say, "Oh my goodness." Oh.
When
And then
you're a
you-
mom,
when you're a mom, you're gonna understand. And then I would be like, "Oh my gosh, why is she crying?" And then now I'm a mom, and then I cry every time I read it. And then I say to Bia when she's looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, "When you're a mom, you're gonna understand." And then Addie was like, "Mom would never read that book to me. She would read me when you give a pig a pancake."
I
True.
can't believe that you said I never read that story
You
to you.
never
Abby.
read it to me.
Oh man, you had a terrible childhood then.
That's
then
Carla. Carla
said-
has it
Carla said,
hard.
"I don't even think Mom ever read to me.
Oh.
Addie actually taught me how to read, and Madison taught me how to tie my shoes."
Carla,
I would have
you're
to beg
full of belonging.
I would have to beg you to read to me.
That is so not true.
That's true.
Okay, look where
You
she
know
is
what,
now. I do all kinds of things with her.
That's
Hey,
true.
Carla,
We're
what's
besties.
the best thing that mom has done for you recently? I'm genuinely, I'm
me to
sure it's
read?
great. No, I want to hear it.
She watched Hunger Games with me last night.
I did.
Aww.
She paid for my card and I'm gonna pay her back.
Holy
so
crap,
that
why
I
wasn't
can
that your
cook.
first thing?
Because Hunger Games is more recent, and I didn't know if you wanted to put that on
He's like,
YouTube that she paid for my car.
watch the Hunger Games
Oh,
and
and
pay
pay for
for
my
I
car.
loaned you the money for the
They
car,
loaned me
and
the
they're
money
paying
for
us
the
back.
car. That's what it is.
And they're
Yes,
paying us back.
You may not
What's
be
your
able to
car?
read, but you can sure drive.
that's true.
Who taught you how to drive?
Oh, she did.
I did.
Mom did.
Wow.
Thank
Good.
you.
There we
Okay, I'll
go.
let you finish your little.
Addie, why don't you tell them about the first time you drove with me
No, I
in the
hated it.
in the Trooper?
No, it was horrible. Do you know what's funny about
Oh my
that? Mom
gosh.
asked me to take you driving because mom didn't want to.
I
Mom,
did.
for the record, I loved that story, and Rebecca has never read it, and so Shalice Rebecca Miller has never
Oh,
read it,
Rebecca,
so I told her I was
just
going to read it.
bring some tissues.
I'll be
Yes.
waiting for the video.
Yeah, a personalized video from Jeri. And I'll add that as like bonus scenes at the end. It'll be story time with Jeri.
A cameo, Nikki Blonsky style.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so sorry for all the technical issues, but this was so fun. And I was really
Freak out.
excited for this. I always love it when I get to share my screen because it's just, I think, way more fun that way.
Okay, now everybody say their favorite childhood book, and then your favorite book. Okay, ready, go.
If you give
Oh.
a pig a pancake.
For real life.
Actually, for real, that one's my favorite.
Wait, your
Um,
favorite childhood book and what?
And then your favorite, like, not, I don't want to say, when you say
Adult
like,
book.
adult book, it sounds like adult.
Oh, but like current favorite book.
I don't know what my favorite childhood book was.
Oh, yeah, she didn't have any memories of
I
those.
didn't have any.
You know,
She didn't have.
give it 2 weeks after I've read 14 books are okay.
All right.
Sorry.
After
I'm
I've
using
read,
Dad's screen as a light.
that is a bright screen, my goodness. After I've read 14 books to you, Carla, then you will have some ideas of
Okay.
good books.
Yes.
But what's your current favorite book?
The Hobbit.
Yeah. Shocker.
Right.
We should have placed bets.
Remember Shalice Rebecca Miller? She goes on little Hobbit adventures every day.
She gets in her
Yeah.
car and she says, I'm going to Mordor.
Yeah, what about it?
When she runs into Addie, you'll have to bleep the name. When she runs into she's like, there's Gollum.
Oh my gosh. Jerry, I cannot.
Not today, Nazgul.
Not school. Jerry, I'm actually really impressed with all the like Middle Earth vocab you're throwing down. All right, Rebecca, favorite childhood book, favorite current book.
I don't know. I had a lot, but the one that I think of first is it's called I think it's The Mouse, the Red Right Strawberry, and the Big Hungry.
Yeah, Aaron told me about that one. It's like the little mouse and the red right strawberry.
But now my current favorite books are also children's books.
That's fine.
Okay, good. It's called Along Came a Dog, and it's so good.
Does it make you cry?
Yes, it
Then
does.
it's worth it.
You all should read it. I told Carla it needs to go on your book club list.
All right, Jerry, did you share yours? You said Love You Forever. What's your current?
No, my favorite childhood book is called We Found a Hat. And then my favorite book, everybody that knows me knows that it's The Stand by Stephen King.
Oh yeah, I did know that.
Very good. Nice. It's
It
there in the
happens to be
background.
right here.
That is huge.
It happens to be right here. And as I set it down, my whole house vibrates.
Jerry, read us an excerpt.
No, it's bedtime and Lunchables time for me.
Bedtime for babies is what I always say.
It's food time and TikTok time for me.
I better be getting 25 TikToks in a row.
Jerry, you better be. I actually no. I think our streak is still solid today. I literally text Jerry and I say, "Our streak, please, our
Literally.
streak." All right. Well, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties.
You stopped lagging, so.
I know.
Yeah,
it was
sure.
that prayer.
I actually did say another silent one about that specifically after I
Oh,
forgot to put it in the
Yeah, Rebecca, see? Good for you.
Rebecca's
There
faith
can be
told us.
miracles when you believe.
Yeah,
Who's
Rebecca will
Rebecca?
hang up
Faith
first.
point.
Oh, here we go. Faith point.
Hey,
And the music will be like, oh. All right. I love you guys.
happy season finale. What are you going to do for season finale right here? Everybody do it.
That is out.
Season finale. Catch you next season on Tea Time with the ladies.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I know you all have been desperately waiting for me to read this to you. Love You Forever, written by Robert Munch, illustrated by Sheila McGraw, who illustrated this demon. on the cover. Let's read it together. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The baby grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old. And he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's wash and flushed it down the toilet. Where the was this mother? Is the question I have, actually. Like, literally, where's the lock on the bathroom door so that this baby doesn't drown himself in the toilet? It looks like he accidentally killed the cat. Sometimes his mother would say, "This kid is driving me crazy." More like this mother would say, "Wow, I can't believe CPS hasn't been called." But at night, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The little boy grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old. He never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to tell him to do. Ugh, the ambiance is making me sleepy. This kid is a menace. But at night, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up the 9-year-old boy, rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Again, the illustrator sure had fun with this cat thing. The boy grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends, and he wore strange clothes, and he listened to strange music. Sometimes his mother felt like she was in a zoo. Look at these rad shoes. Look at this cool kid. The mother is the strange one, honestly. I mean, what in the world? That's the strangest woman I've ever seen. But at night, when the teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, yikes, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth every time. And then I'm yawning. It's like I'm the one being rocked. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." That teenager grew. He grew and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a house across town. But sometimes on dark nights, that mother got into her car and drove across town. Side note, my own mother was here a couple weeks ago, and she read this book to my own children, and she said on this particular page, "This woman is a nut." But my own mother, was crying by the end of this book. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If that great big man, holy mackerel, that is the biggest man I ever saw, was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Well, that mother, she got older. She got older and older and older. One day she called her son and said, "You better come see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always," but she couldn't finish because she was too old and sick. The son went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and he sang this song, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be." A tender little detail is all of his pictures of him growing up. Tender. And also another tender little detail is there's no cat anymore because I'm pretty sure the cat died. So when the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs with his new cat. Then he went into the room where his very new daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, And while he rocked her, he sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Oh, tender. Hope you all enjoyed this rendition of Love You Forever. What a joyous little book with the demon child. It's been fun to read to you.